Welcome to our Savvy series. I'm Catherine Magana here with Rachel Ivanovich, and today we're going to go over your word for the year. And so as we're approaching the beginning of the year, sometimes we reflect, and it's something we do at the end of the year for the new year, but it's also not a bad time now that we're at the beginning of the year to really think about what's your word for the year. And so kind of as you're thinking, what is the word for the year? Really, it's putting one word and just really having a theme or focus that you'll follow throughout the year. And so it can be something you can also tell stories or just really live that word, and it's kind of like your purpose for the year.
Last year, my word I selected was win, and it stood for what's important now, because I really wanted to focus in on each and every day. And so every day I would get up and journal about what was important for the day. And this year I selected, when I woke up on January 1st, I thought, okay, what's my word? And the first thing that popped into my head was gratitude, because there's always things that you can focus on that are negative, but I really wanted to focus on the positivity of life this year, and so I chose gratitude as my word. And so every morning I've been journaling since January 1st, and it is only the 16th, so I've made it so far, but I'm journaling one more thing every single day that I'm grateful for. So it's a fun little exercise to think about, and what I'm finding is during the day I'm thinking about, okay, I'm going to write that down tomorrow.
Okay, I'll get you in that mindset of thinking of
focusing on something. Yeah, and so,
I know sometimes we look at the month of November because it's Thanksgiving, but it's something like to do it all year round.
It's been a really, it's only, like I said, only been 16 days that I started doing this, but it's really getting me in the mindset of being just mindful of what I'm grateful for, and definitely grateful for hot water, grateful for a home over my head, and all the good things in life.
So if you're thinking to yourself, okay, I don't have a word, or how do I choose a word? There's a few steps you could follow to kind of get you in that mindset. And one is to really think about the past year and reflect on the past year. Maybe do a little journaling. I know, kind of thinking about, some things that took place or things that were important, and reflect. But then also think about kind of what are your values and intentions for 2025. I know not this exercise, but I know through a lot of our retirement planning, we do some core values exercises. But it's something you should constantly review and revisit, and really thinking about, what's important to you.
It helps you be really intentional, I think, in selecting a word for the year to focus on. It really will help you achieve your goals. And I haven't done it yet this year, we were just discussing, but I typically put kind of a vision board together where I write my word in the middle, and then I have word pictures that help me focus in on, okay, what are my goals and how do I connect that to gratitude? But it's really good to start brainstorming if you haven't selected a word for the year. And we are part of a networking group together, and all the members of the group select a word, and I think it's fun to have a group of people that do that together.
Yeah, and they support you, and they know what your focus is for the year. Actually, that was my word out last year, but
was focus.
But words, some ideas are grow, inspire, thrive, mindful, intentional, family, joy, passion.
I selected commit one year because there were a lot of projects that I hadn't finished yet, and I really wanted to commit to it. But I changed it to commitment.
Okay.
So your word can also evolve throughout the year when you have it. Intentional was a word that I had one year. Leadership was one I had actually 2019 and 2020.
I got you a little leadership little.
Mm-hmm. Because I was really having a hard time focusing in on, I didn't want to be the boss of at my workplace, but leadership really resonated with me. So I read a lot of books on leadership that year.
And then I actually did I did grow, because I was in the growth mode a couple years ago. And then this year I was kind of toying around with discipline, but then I realized I'm already pretty disciplined.
Yes, you are.
So my word for the year.
I was a little worried when you told me.
I know, you're like, discipline,
I was like, what is she going to do this year?
So for me, it's being present. And so present is my word for the year, and just kind of reflecting and thinking about really being in the moment. I feel sometimes, being a mom and having, twins and having a business and being active in the community, sometimes I feel like there's so much going on, which I absolutely love. But I think for me, it's looking at, okay, I want to be in the moment, be present, be there. And so as I looked at my word, I kind of did a way to represent that. And one is for P is purpose. Like, what's my purpose, and really being intentional. R is reflect. So, like you said, journal, or just kind of really think about, what's working, what's not, and how are things going in my life. Enthusiasm. I love what we do, helping, financial planning and retirement planning and helping clients. And I just want to continue having that enthusiasm to working with our clients. And then slow, because I was like, I'm pretty fast paced.
Yes, you are.
So maybe I should slow down a little bit and, smell the flowers or so.
Reflect a little bit.
And then explore. So just kind of looking for some new ideas, once again, kind of new and seeing what else is available and being open. And then transform, just kind of thinking about what's next in the future and kind of looking at that.
You have some interesting new seasons coming up.
So just a lot of things to consider. And so I really thought being present was kind of what really resonated with me for this year. And so if you need help, brainstorming or want to chat about your word, or if you want us to help, we do financial planning and retirement planning. We're happy to set up a consultation or a phone call. You can reach us at 760-692-5700. That's 760-692-5700. And remember, knowledge is power for successful investing. Never stop learning, and Savvy Up. Please stay tuned for important regulatory disclosures.
Savvy Women Wealth Management is an SEC registered investment advisor. The opinions expressed in this program are for general informational purposes only and are not intended to provide specific advice or recommendations for any individual or on any specific security. It is only intended to provide education about the financial industry and how we may be able to assist. To determine which investments may be appropriate for you, consult your financial advisor prior to investing. Any past performance discussed during this program is no guarantee of future results. As always, please remember investing involves risk and possible loss of principal capital. Tax considerations presented may not be appropriate for every individual circumstance. A tax professional should be consulted before making any decisions about your tax liability.